And welcome back to the Daily News. Wendy Cummings has joined us once again. As you know, she is a school nurse for Cross Schools, and we were just chatting, kind of a pre-interview, that she really is school nurse for from 12 months all the way to 12 years. A lot of folks don't know that there is a high school, and the first class will be graduating this month, so we're very excited about that. And it's good to have you with us, Wendy. We're going to switch gears and talk about stress. And it's wonderful to have you to share with us what are some of the signs and symptoms of stress for young people in particular.
Well, you know, and this month is packed full, especially for middle school and high school students. They're taking exams. Even our younger kids are in schools, are thinking about leaving their teacher behind and their group of friends and moving to the next grade. Perhaps they're going to be changing schools if it's not all on one campus and they're changing levels. All of those things can create anxiety and stress in kids. And even our younger ones who you think shouldn't be stressed, it should be carefree. They're kids for, you know, shouldn't have that childhood stress. But watching for signs and symptoms, because at any age they can become stressed and have anxiety. And unfortunately, we are seeing far more younger children, kindergarten age, first grade, second grade, dealing with a lot of stress that I just don't think we used to have as much of. Some of the things to watch out for are changes in their behavior, usually negative changes. Maybe they become quiet, maybe they become angry. You know, often kids don't know how to express what they're feeling inside, so they may act out in certain ways. They may even say they don't feel well, they feel sick. Right. I can't tell you the number of kids I see in my office that come in with either a headache or a stomach ache. Everything else is fine, but when I talk to them a little bit more, especially if they're coming in frequently with those complaints, I find that something is off. Either their social, their academic, home life, something is just not right. And their anxiety and stress is manifesting itself in those physical feelings. So it's really about listening to them and understanding. Other signs, you may see them either withdraw from people or becoming more active and reaching out to a group of people that you don't necessarily want them to interact with. All of those changes are things. Sleep patterns, eating patterns can all also be signs.
Wendy, what do you think is causing more stress today in kids particularly?
Well, I think that's a whole can of nuts that we don't have time to delve in too deeply. But I just think our culture, society, certainly social media, for a lot of the ages, you know, your real little ones, not so much. But, you know, kids have access to so much more than kids in past generations. So they're seeing the pressures, they're seeing the altered folks on social media where everything's perfect and they're trying to measure up to that. You know, I think everyone's in sports and it's no longer just enough to be on a rec team. You need to be on a travel team and you want to be, the kids today just want to be the best at everything, feel they need to be the best at everything. And again, that's a generalization. It's not everyone by any stretch, but there's so much out there for kids to compare themselves to. I also think, unfortunately, we have a lot more broken homes where you have, you know, two households and the kids feeling whether they might express, you know, feeling that tug. And it's hard. It's hard for families to sometimes navigate that, and the kids will pick up on that stress.
So Wendy,
as well.
We just have a few seconds left. Resources, where can parents go for help?
You know, there are a lot of resources online at your fingertips. One that I would encourage you to look at if you guys can put it up on the screen at some point. But it's Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth. It's www.lcahealthyyouth.com. And it not only has resources for stress and anxiety, but also for lots of other issues. The biggest key thing here is listen to your kids, talk to your kids, ask some questions, just have those conversations with them. And a lot of the resources on this website will help guide you in how to do that.
Okay, thank you so much, Wendy Cummings with Cross Schools. Appreciate your advice. And that's a wrap for this edition of the WHHI Daily News. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, and please stay safe and healthy, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.